Welcome back to Vegas Live with Ninon. I'm Ninon, your host, and we know what day it is. It's Tuesday. But you know, it's funny when I always say that, because our shows actually come out on all different days, because we're on the internet, so they could come out on a Tuesday, a Wednesday, a Thursday, any time at all, because we don't have a set time. But we certainly are on YouTube all the time. And don't forget to subscribe to YouTube, and then you get to see all our shows and what we're doing. As you know, our audience are all out there. Without you, we don't have Vegas Live with Ninon, because you're the ones that keep it going. And also without our guests, because they come on and obviously make the show. So today I have a young gentleman with me. His name is DeNeille.
Voila.
And DeNeille, voila. Actually, DeNeille has only been in Vegas a year, but that does not mean he's been performing for a year.
No.
Because he's been performing, actually he spent, I think he just said to me, 17 years?
35.
Oh, excuse me. You don't look that old.
Oh,
35 years in Paris.
Yeah.
And that's one of my favorite places.
It's a lovely city. I miss it.
I bet you do, because you can't really compare Vegas anything like Paris.
No, you
like,
really can't.
Forget the comparison completely.
No, you can't. It's a different world.
So what's made you leave the most beautiful place in the world? Did you live in Paris itself?
I lived in the city of Paris, in the 9th arrondissement, and you know, it's great. All of the countries in Europe are so close together,
yes,
so I got to visit and perform in 54 different countries over there.
That's what Europe is like.
So
Amsterdam, Germany everywhere.
Belgium, Luxembourg, all of them over there. So and it was, I enjoyed it. I
bet you did.
Yeah.
Now you've performed with many people.
Everyone, and sadly enough, some of my dearest and closest and most beautiful people have left us, from Lou Rawls to Ray Charles to just people that really did things for me and made me feel like, hey, it's okay. Etta
so
James.
They kind of brought you in then.
They did. They took me on their wing and made me want to do the things right.
I mean, I hear that. You know, I can hear it very loud and clear. But at the same time, you had to have something for them to do that. Well, because they're not going to bring anybody in.
Well, evidently they enjoyed what I was doing, and you know, there were some things in common that Lou and Etta and Ray and all of us had in common. We all come out of the black church. We come out of the gospel choir. So there was something right there.
So you all had the same thing in common,
yes,
of
Lord.
moving up.
Yeah.
But you used your experience of the gospel choir to actually go, you know, to further your sort of...
Well, with me it was a little different, because I'm one of 11 children, and in my family, my mother was a gospel choir director, so in our house we didn't have a choice. You know, my mother would say,
you're going to go to church, and that's it. And you're going to sing in the choir, and that's it.
That's right. She would say, the Lord gave you 7 days a week, you can give him one. So Sunday, when we went to church, it was an experience. From 9 o'clock in the morning to 6 in the evening, we were in church. So
and it was from knee-high to a grasshopper to however old?
I started singing at the age of 7.
At 7.
So, and I'm, right now, I don't want to tell you, but it's it's been a while. It's been a while.
It's been a long time.
A long time.
A long time. Now, do you come from a musical family, or
well,
your father?
All of us sing, and I'm the only one who has taken it to this level, even though I have a younger sister who also sings on a professional level, but we all did. You know, from street corner doo-wop with my brothers and myself, and
you sang on a street corner?
Yes, we did.
How cool is that?
Yeah, singing on the street corner. But we had to be in when those street lights came on in the house. So.
So Mom was very strict.
Yeah, we didn't. Miss Thompson didn't play.
Yeah, but I think in those days it's nothing like it is today.
No, it's totally different.
Totally different.
Totally different.
And you can see it. I can see it. We can all see how different it is. So what is your favorite? And you sing ballads, or because I don't know what this guy does at all. I just learned just now what you do.
I sing the kind of music that makes you want to fall in love, either wish that you were.
Cool, I like the sound of that.
You know, it's
women love that.
Yeah, you know, I love it too, because I believe in that the song tells the story, and you got to be a part of that story. I had a film director. I did some acting in films over there in Europe, and the director would come up to me because he saw me being fidgety, being uncomfortable, being on camera, and he would say to me, he'd say, DeNeille, the only difference between you as a singer and an actor is that you as a singer, you have 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes to get your point across in that song.
Yes.
As an actor has 2 to 4 hours to get his point across in the film.
What a great analogy.
So he broke it down and made me feel
and
comfortable.
He made you feel very comfortable. Well, that's the idea. If you can make somebody feel comfortable as to what they do, because acting actually really isn't acting. It's really playing that part.
That's correct.
And it's really getting yourself into that part. And I don't think people sort of see people on the screen and they think, oh, they're fantastic.
No.
I don't think they know what goes in.
They don't.
You know, a few months before they play this part.
No, it's work. When you've got 20 pages of dialogue to remember, or when the show we got coming up in a couple of weeks, there are 30 tunes that I'm doing, so you got to commit yourself.
Let's talk about this show, what's coming up.
Oh, my goodness.
This sounds exciting.
I've got a great show coming up on the 30th.
Is this your show that you're producing?
My show with Joey Melloti.
Joey Melloti. Now, he plays with Barry.
He's Barry Manilow's musical director.
Yes.
They're right now actually on Broadway in New York, and they'll be back. Joey will be back on the 28th, and our show's on the 30th. What I'm doing, we broke the band down.
Yes.
Because normally there are 6 of us, but it's just going to be Joey on piano and myself on vocals. And we are going to go into the Nat Cole book and do some early Marvin Gaye and do some Lou Rawls, of course, and just broke my heart when awesome.
It sounds absolutely, but it sounds like it's going to be a very romantic evening that I think every woman in
town
should be there.
It's going to be a very intimate evening. It's going to be at the Italian American Club off of Sierra. It's going to be an early show. You can get your tickets online. And you call the website or call the restaurant, and I think that the tickets are $25. But call there, and it's they don't have a whole lot of room. So if I were you, if you wanted to come and see the show,
I know that's a very small room. But it's a
when the
very
Sinatra Room,
but
it's very intimate.
Yes,
it's going to be very nice, right?
Yes, it's a very lovely room, and the Italian American Club is very, very well known in this town anyway. And that's on Sahara.
Sahara. It's a very prestigious room. I'm honored to, if those walls could talk and tell me everything that was in there, but I didn't get a chance to be there.
Would you sing for me a little bit? Can you do a little a cappella for me?
Sure.
I know I do this, and I shouldn't do it, but I do it every time.
I don't need the mic.
You don't need the mic?
Well, I'm gonna take you to church right now.
You'll take me to church.
This is what this is how we do. This is how we do things in church. Jesus keeps me near the cross. There's a precious fountain, free to all, a healing stream flows from Calvary's mountain. Now that's a black church experience, y'all.
That's absolutely amazing.
That's where we come from.
You must know. Do you know Bishop McClendon?
I am familiar with Bishop McClendon. I have not had the opportunity.
He's a very, very good friend of mine. Yeah. When I lived in Los Angeles, I would go to his church sometimes. He is Bishop McClendon, and I don't mind saying this out there, is one of the greatest preachers I have ever met.
Yes.
He is absolutely incredible.
Because he comes from the Word.
Yes, but it's from the Word. It's from his soul. It's from him, and that's what he brings out. Absolutely amazing. So, Bishop, I've known him and his wife for many years. It's fabulous.
We won't be doing any gospel on the 30th.
I was going to say, what are you going to do? Well, we might open up with the gospel. We might end with the gospel. Who knows? I might put it in the middle there. I don't know. Might happen.
Yeah, it's going to be. It could happen, but it's going to be an intimate evening for. Like I said, for lovers, for just
people that want to be lovers.
People who want to be lovers.
People remembering the love.
People who've got something to say to the person that's important to them. It's going to be a great evening and very intimate. So come down and join us. And
absolutely,
it
sounds wonderful. Now, the most memorable thing when you were in Paris for 37 years, what was what really kept you there, and why did you? Not only in Paris, because you were all over Europe, but mainly in Paris.
What kept me there was a camaraderie of the musicians. My band started out where there were only 6 people in my band originally.
Yeah.
Before I left Paris, we had 11 musicians. And people just wanted to play. People wanted to be a part of it.
But it must have been absolutely incredible when it came out, though, because as you know, the more you have in the band,
the horn section was smoking, and the rhythm, and everybody got along. It wasn't about. Quincy Jones said it best when he did the thing with Michael Jackson about check your ego at the door. The guys in my band, they didn't have an ego. They knew I was up front. They knew we did what we did.
They knew what you were going to do. They knew how to do and how you were going to put them.
And they got it done. They were interested because if you make me sound good, I'm going to
make you sound good.
Of course. It's a little getting used to that back here. It's a little different.
So with that in the back of your mind, and then coming to Vegas, you've been here. He's only been here a year. Mm-hmm. What is your feeling? Is it totally different, or is it?
It's totally different.
It's very aggressive here. I do know.
Yeah, it's totally different here, and but you know, I didn't come here to put anybody out of work or take anybody's job. I just came here to be a part of the soup. You know.
Yeah, but while you're here, you're also going to be having a band. So if you're having a band, I presume you're going to have people that live in Vegas in the band.
I have a lot of guys.
So you're actually helping a lot of people here.
It so happened that a lot of the guys that I work with now are from other bands, like Donnie and Marie. They're finishing their run here. Okay. And I'm using some of their musicians, Joey Finger from Donnie Marie, he's my drummer.
Fabulous.
Rocco Barbado from Donnie Marie, a wonderful reedman, plays sax, and Dave Hart on guitar, Anthony Jordan on bass, and of course the maestro, Joey Melloti. My Lord. You know, it's
Joey Melloti.
Yeah,
back to Joey.
This guy is just incredible.
He's a
wonderful arranger, writer,
he just has
great
the talent.
keyboard player. Yeah.
But the funny thing about him is that when you meet him, he's very quiet,
very
and he's
demure.
very low-key, and he's very humble. And then when he gets on stage, this great big thing opens up, and all of a sudden, he's in his element.
He does a wonderful job. And
so after the American Club, you've got anything else booked up? And
yes,
you've got your band together.
Yeah, the band is together right now, and we're looking at different opportunities where what we want to do. We don't want to stay in Vegas. We want to branch out. They
want to pasture the fields.
Yeah, really.
Absolutely.
We do a lot in San Diego down there. It's very nice.
I know San Diego's up and coming with a lot of bands and things. I know a lot of people are saying, I'm going to San Diego. And I think, I know San Diego because I know Del Mar Racetrack.
Right, Del Mar.
I used to go there all the time. My husband, who passed away, was a gambler. Well, we both were, I guess. I was with him. So.
Sure, you're a guilty party.
I'm a guilty party as well. And I don't mind admitting it, but I love the horses.
So do I.
There you go. There you go. I love those horses. You know, which one? The one with the long legs, or the one with the higher back, or the one with the ears up. You know, so this all goes into gambling. So you've got a lot of things coming up.
A lot of things coming up, and we got a lot of people pulling us in different directions. But you know, we're going to take our time and
you're in no hurry.
No, I didn't come here for this. I came here to just, like I said, be a part of the soup. What happens, things that we make happen. I'm just great. I'm just so fortunate and so blessed that I've got guys that like what I do and enjoy working with me.
You are very, very blessed, but you actually share your blessing.
Yes.
You share your blessing. You know, a lot of people don't understand that when you are gifted with something, whatever it may be, it doesn't matter what it is, you must share it. Well, let other people.
If we can figure it out that what we were given does not belong to us, we've got it on loan. You know,
it's funny you should say that because I always say I'm his servant. That's all I do.
I'm telling you.
Whatever he tells me, I don't always do what he tells me to do, and that's when I go wrong. Because we all unfortunately do that.
Do the same
so
thing,
I have to always come back into his realm and and then he saves me, and he saves me with everything. He's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, God is wonderful.
Where are you originally from?
I was born in Evanston, Illinois, but I grew up in Newport, Rhode Island, because my dad was in the Navy and he was stationed at Great Lakes. And then, lo and behold, he got transferred from Illinois to Rhode Island to a different naval district, so I grew up there. And so I'm a New England boy.
So do you ever go back there and visit?
I do. As often as I can. As a matter of fact, I got a trip coming up that I got probably sometime in September.
To see the family, a lot of family there.
Take care of some business back there.
I mean, you've got, 9 brothers and sisters.
Yeah. Well, most of them are out here. Well, no, I only have one sister out here in Vegas, and an older sister. I got the brothers in Georgia and California and Phoenix.
The family have spread themselves around America.
Yeah, they have. Pops up all over everywhere.
Absolutely. Now, where can anybody reach you if they want to sort of book you out and things?
They can get in touch with me online or leave my email address with you.
Yeah, well, you could give it online.
Okay. You can hook me up with Thompson, DeNeille ThompsonDeneille@gmail.com, or I'm on LinkedIn. LinkedIn, so you can find me there. But
in other words, just put the name in Google. Just put his name in Google.
Put the name in, and you go to SoundCloud if you want to hear some of the. It used to be on Pandora, but I know I'm still on SoundCloud. You can hear the.
So don't forget,
full
DeNeille
CD.
Thompson, right?
Right. DeNeille
Got
Thompson.
it right. Absolutely wonderful. Incredible guest. I love to have people that have actually been in parts of Europe, because then we have a little bit in common, and it's really, it's lovely. But thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. We'll be right back. Vegas Live with Ninon.